India with Designer Accessory Adoption. Thanks for watching this video and welcome back to my channel. If you are new, thank you for clicking play and giving my channel a try. And if you are returning, a special thank you to you for clicking on a previous video and coming back for another one. If you like topics related to fashion, luxury, pre-owned, vintage, any of those type of things, definitely consider subscribing, and we'll go ahead and get started with today's topic for today, which will be over a kind of a combination. This is going to be more of a kind of review of this Coach vintage handbag, and also talking about the vintage Coach handbag quality. So first up, this is going to be my lovely example here. I do buy vintage handbags like Coach, Dooney & Bourke, as well as other secondhand bags secondhand, and then I do sell them through my website. So definitely, if you're interested, please consider checking it out. In the description below is where you will find my website link. So for more details and questions, definitely feel free to reach out. But this is going to be over the vintage Coach pocket compact bag. So with this one, it's basically a square pretty much. Now you can see here there's a little bend of the leather here, which actually, if I fold it out like that, it does well. There is a way that you can kind of use a little bit of heat to kind of bend out bend it back into shape if you wanted to. But it's a super soft handbag. But one thing that you will see that is very well known with vintage Coach handbags is the suppleness and the thickness of the leather. It is absolutely amazing. In addition to the lack of glazing, they use a lot of, I feel like, better quality finishing in the vintage handbags than they do on more recent handbags. Now, I will say the Rogues, I believe the finishes on those are really nice. Kind of reference back to those old Coach high quality finishing styles, and there are some other styles out there that I've seen some nice high quality finishes on too. Not to say that glazing is not a high quality finish, but there's a definite extra level of detail, and I would say it's, to me, valued more when I see something finished off in a different way than using glazing to combine edges together. All right, so more about the handbag. So this is, like I said, the pocket compact. It does have brass hardware with a turn lock structure here, or opening is what I should say. So it's a long flap. It is a soft structured handbag. Let me just give you the measurements before I continue on. Sorry, I had to pull it up on my phone. So the measurements are 7.5 inches in length. It is 8 inches in height, and then it looks like 2.5 inches in width. So it is a pretty small handbag, but I think it's big enough that you can carry a decent amount in it. So when you open up the flap structure, you're going to see the underside of the leather. You'll see the beautiful folding over of the leather to finish out the corners to make those round, smooth edges of leather detailing, which is amazing. In addition to, like I said, the hardware. Let me pull out the little bubble packing here that I've been using to keep it stored. And it really is a black hole, so you really can't see that well inside, but pretty much it's a long, deep hole there's not a lot of bells and whistles that's on the inside. There is a large pocket that's pretty much like a slip pocket on the back side of the bag. That's right here, like you see me moving this. And pretty much that is all to it. You have the suede interior, which is the underside of leather, and then this big pocket. So this pocket actually, let me show you. This is the iPhone XR. I flipped it around because my nieces are on there, and you need to see who my nieces are. Privacy. So that phone does fit nicely inside. It does peek out just a little bit if I have it vertical, and then if I want to put it in horizontal, I can push it down, but it is a slight little, I have to push it a little bit to get it in. So there's a little bit of force, so it won't easily come in and out. So you see how slowly I had to put that in and out if you wanted to do it lengthwise. This does have a case as well as a pop socket, so it is enough room for that. I think it definitely will fit your phone or something, probably a little bit larger than the XR will likely fit in there as well without much of an issue. So And then see how I can do the flat closure like that. So I can easily close it without changing the integrity of the structure here. All right, so next up, I'll just stick a few things inside so you can just kind of get a gist of what fits in here. But this is in great condition. It does have the Coach hang tag on here as well. And really, there's nothing along the back side. It's just a really kind of simple, plain handbag. It really, the quality of the leather, the finishing details really is what speaks to this style here. It does have a long strap, and I didn't pull up, sorry. Let me pull up the length of the strap here. It's 21.5 inches. It's not removable and it's not adjustable. So pretty much this is a really good either shoulder bag option or crossbody depending on how tall you are. Also, you'll see here now that Coach didn't use glazing back then. So what you will see is that the leather edges are sewn together. And in today's time, you would see a pretty much a like waxy type structure along this area here to basically fully seal the edges and kind of smooth out the look or the finishing details of the design. With this Coach style here, they just sewed it together and that's it. But the leather is in really good condition. No major corner wear here. And I'll get it closer so you can see. But definitely if you want to see more photos, still photos, detailed photos, more information, the description will be in the link. More information will be linked down below. Sorry. Can't get my words out right now. So what I'll do is flip over and just put a few things in here so you can see what your options are. But I think this is a great bag and just speaks to the excellent quality of vintage Coach leather. So, all right, hi, I'm back. I wanted to change up kind of the orientation here so that way you can see a little bit better. I know that when I am watching someone talk about what fits in their handbag, I like to actually see them pulling it out of their handbag. I don't know why. I think I just like to see how they actually put it in there and how much room is taken up. So hopefully this will be a good angle here. Lovely office chair, nothing super techy or special. All right, so the interior of the bag is a black hole like you'll see here. So I have a few options that I'm going to use. This is a not full-size wallet, but it's a pretty thick and small size compact wallet. This is the Coach Hutton if you're interested. So I'm going to stick this in, and I'm going to stick it in vertically so that way lengthwise it doesn't take up too much space, so you can kind of see how that fits in there. And then put a little chapstick in there, so that could be chapstick, lip gloss, whatever you have. My key fob, sticking that inside. So you're seeing how I'm packing everything inside. Pack of Altoids, and this is not the small pack, this is pretty much the full pack, and I'm sliding that behind my Hutton wallet. I also have a mirror. I'm going to slip in the mirror into the back slip pocket here, and then like you saw me put my phone in, I'll use that back pocket also here. So with that, before I even continue on, it is pretty full. There is a little bit of space, but I just want to see how bulky this is to kind of see how this will work. So I'm closing the flap, no issue there. I don't think it's made it bulge out too much, but you do see some bulginess over here on one side versus this side is flatter. So to fill that out a little bit, you could stick something else in. So maybe like hand sanitizer. Now that's more round than flat, so I'm not sure how that's going to fare. You always need your keys, so we'll pack the keys in there, and I can just sit those on top. So with a bulky wallet, you can fit a decent amount. Now if I wanted to give myself a little bit more room, I can take this wallet out, switch out to a card holder, because this one you could still carry cards, carry cash, carry change if you need to. And I can slip that in. That takes up less real estate, obviously, so that makes it a little bit better. That means it makes it easier for me to fit this bulky item in here, which is the hand sanitizer, my bulky keys along the top. And I'm a person where I don't like sticking too much on top, because then that means that I'm sifting through things to try to find what I need, and that gets on my nerves. But you do have room to pack a little bit more in here. So this is a little protection device that I carry with me. So if I flap that in, you know, if you want to use sunglasses, if that's an essential for you or something like that. It does fit. You'll notice at the top there's a little bit, it's a little bit of a dent right here, and it is a little wide, but if I push it like that, it really just kind of softens up. So I don't think that's any concern to the structure. And then on the side here, no problems. Along the back, you know, like this is not a sturdy handbag. It's really just the leather itself. So you're going to see some bulkiness and bulginess a little bit, but nothing, in my opinion, that's sticking out that is a concern. So as you can see here, that is it packed full, and that's a decent amount of stuff in there for your running of errands or anything like that. So I think this is a really good option, especially if you are looking for vintage options or really good high quality options. Vintage Coach is high quality, but it also is not as expensive. Now, Coach is selling their own vintage handbags again. Actually, it's through Coach Reloved. But you can still also, and those range, I think, from maybe about mid to high 200s to, I think I've seen somewhere upwards of $400, I want to say, of items that they basically refurbished and are selling again. You also still can find some really great high quality vintage Coach handbags through other sites like my site or other sites as well out there. So definitely take a look at those as options, but do not count out Vintage Coach. Like I talked about, the finishing, the hardware, the details. For this bag to be as old as it is and the leather is in this grade of quality, there's no cracking, there's no heavy rubbing on the corners, there's no holes. Vintage is a great option and a way to go. Let me know if you have any more questions. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll go ahead and end the video here. Bye. Have a good day.